Hello class, and welcome to CIS189. This semester we have 3 sections in the class. The first section is WH1 CRN 14300. That section will be meeting on Thursdays from 2:25 to 3:50 Central Time via Blackboard Collaborate. We've also got 2 online sections in our group. We've got WW2 CRN 16274, and then we've got a group with a class ID of COMA 571 100 CRN 16309. So please be aware that you may be interacting with students in Blackboard that aren't necessarily in your section of the course. It won't really cause any issues, it's just something to be aware of. Before we dive into Blackboard and then obviously into Python, I wanted to go through a few getting started items. In the video where I show you how to navigate Blackboard, I will show you how to get to the syllabus as well as your instructor section, so you can see a little bit about me. But both the syllabus and the your instructor section include information about contacting me. It has my email address, my DMACC email address, as well as my cell phone number. I would like you to be aware that this cell phone number is my personal cell phone number, and I want you to be cognizant of that when you contacted me. I am glad to talk to you, and I would love interaction with my students, but the best way to get me to actually answer the phone is to contact me first via email so we can schedule a time to talk. More on that a little bit later. As far as expectations for the course, I do expect that you guys participate early in the week. And by that I mean when you get into the section, you get into those assignments earlier in the week period, because what often happens is if you wait till the last minute, then you run into questions, and I don't have time to help you solve your problem before the due date for the assignment, and then you get into one of those situations where you're perpetually behind. It's just a lot easier for you and makes it better for me to be able to help you if you take that time early in the week and at least attempt your assignments so you know what issues you're running into early on. If you end up turning in work late, you can see here that I am going to incur a 50% deduction in score for late assignments. I do accept them up to 7 days after the due date. Anything past 1 week due will not be accepted. Continuing on, DMACC requires that I report non-attendance to the course. And I have to do that within 1 week of the beginning of the course. And if you don't participate within that 1 week, you will be dropped for non-attending. Because this is a virtual course or an online-only course, I can determine your participation in the course by as long as you log into Blackboard and complete the Introduce Yourself discussion board in Module 1. Then I can consider you attending the course. So you need to make sure that you do those items before the end of the day on August 31st. Continuing on, also later in the semester, about halfway through the semester, I have to report quit attending. Quit attending students get dropped from the course, and instead of taking an F, they would get a QA in their grade report. I consider someone a quit attending student if they are less than a score of 40% overall at the midterm of the course. I will also drop students for quit attending if they have not submitted homework for 2 consecutive weeks or have not logged into Blackboard for 10 consecutive days with no contact from the student giving an explanation of that. I don't do this to penalize students. I just have found in the past that students that hit these 2 criteria, where they're lower than 40% at the halfway mark and have not been into Blackboard for a couple of weeks, are probably going to be failing the course, so it would be better for the student to take a QA instead of a failure. Students are expected to review and understand the class syllabus, so please review that, and if you have any questions about it, make sure you get a hold of me. And just for your information, at the very end of the syllabus, there is a general planned course schedule, so you can see what we are doing when throughout this semester. As far as tips on how to be successful, I already mentioned this earlier. Getting that effort put in early in the week gives you time to run into problems, and me or your fellow students time to assist you to get over those issues that you're encountering. Please don't fall behind. It's very difficult to get caught back up because each week we get more assignments, we get more material, and that material builds on the previous weeks. If you get behind, it becomes very difficult to get caught up. So hit these things hard at the beginning of the weeks, make sure you know what's going on, and get those assignments done on time. And please ask questions of me or your fellow students. Every module in the Blackboard environment has a QA discussion board. You can post questions there, and either I or your classmates could assist you with that. I really like when you guys help each other with questions that when you're running into issues. I also suggest that all students subscribe to each one of those discussion boards each week so they can receive an email notification when there's anything posted in those sections. That's it for this video. In the next one, you will get to have a look at how the Blackboard environment works.